Joy Life, Kathy Hessler, hello. Basbla, hello. Welcome. RH, oh, wow. RHO Groupie is here. RHO Groupie is here. Wow, how wonderful. Stationary Gypsy, hello. Wingnut, hello, good afternoon. Ange England, hello. Basbla, hello again. Gary Lucas, UK, hello. Rosemary O'Neill. Wow, I am thrilled Rosemary is here, but it's a delight. It's lovely. I was stopped in my tracks there for a minute by somebody arriving here, Rosemary arriving here, who I know, and it was a wonderful surprise. Lars in Denmark, hello. Jonathan Sawyer in the UK. How nice to see you. Tara, I'm going to try really hard. Forgive me, I'm going to have to get better at this. Tara, hello and good evening. Stationary Gypsy, that's Tara. Thank you all very much for coming and welcome to the Walt Whitman Show. Did you see our toast? No, I didn't see your toast. I was putting my... no, I'm afraid I didn't. I will. I was putting my daughter to bed and I didn't have time to watch any Periscope in between what happened and an earlier scope and this one. So look, the idea of the Walt Whitman Show is that I'm going to read you some poetry, and written poetry written by this guy. 19th century American poet, the greatest, the Getty Museum. You told the Getty Museum about me. And to be truthful, I'm delighted you told the Getty Museum about me, more because I think it's great for the Getty Museum to know that somebody is reading Leaves of Grass, live streaming Leaves of Grass. So Walt Whitman wrote Leaves of Grass, which is this book, but this is the 1892 edition. When it began, it was about this thick in 1855. And I'm reading Walt Whitman. For those of you who don't know why I'm reading him, because above everything else, he is, in my view, the greatest of the American poets. He's the greatest of the American poets. That's one person's viewpoint. And I'm going to read the whole of Leaves of Grass on Periscope, and I'm not sure which is going to last longer, Periscope or me, but it doesn't really matter to me if it takes me 5 years to read the whole of Leaves of Grass, because it'll be a journey worth taking. So, would you mind saying where you're from? It's just there are some people here who haven't been before, and it would be just lovely. You know, everyone is curious about where everybody is. So if we could just very quickly, Surf City, California, 4 people watching in Denmark, wonderful. Ange, England, well, we can guess where that is. Tennessee, Blackpool, great place, Blackpool. I know where Jonathan is in England. Northeast Florida, Isle of Palms, South Carolina, USA. Wingnuts in Balabar. Spillone, I can tell you for nothing, is in Milan, in Italy. Tampa Bay, Florida, is where Kathy is. I mean, it's just lovely to know where everybody is. And the United States is such a big place that, you know, occasionally you get people who happen to be living just down the road from each other. You're all in Cork. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you. Ollie lives near Oxford. Oxford's dreamy towers, yes. And Wingnut is a dancer, a ballet dancer. Right. you're in Cork and you've come here. You've come all the way to Cork for what is Cork County known for? That's a really good question. What is Cork County known for? Well, it's known for being a big county. It's a big county. Yes, you can pop your cork. It isn't really known for pirates. It's a big county. It is known for food. It's known because it is a second city in Ireland. Cork City is. And that's a very good question. I'm not, by the way, from Cork. This is Paul trying to slide out sideways. But that Ollie guy is some kind of oligarch. You're an oligarch. Okay. I'm going to read you from the first, the first edition of Leaves of Grass is a long poem called Song of Myself, and it's where Walt Whitman set out his store as a poet and as a person. Yes, oligarchy, yeah, that's it. Patterns on Walls, you're very welcome. I'm going to read you part 12 of this long poem, Song of Myself. There are 52 parts in this poem. And when it was first published, there were no parts. It was subsequently divided into parts. But just give you an idea how far we are into the poem. We've got to part 12 of 52. And so I'm going to read when you're ready. And it's a relatively short piece, part 12. So here we go. Walt Whitman, Song of Myself, part 12. The butcher boy puts off his killing clothes or sharpens his knife at the stall in the market. I loiter, enjoying his repartee and his shuffle and breakdown. Blacksmiths with grimed and hairy chests environ the anvil. Each has his main sledge. They are all out. There is a great heat in the fire. From the cinder-strewn threshold I follow their movements. The lithe sheer of their waists plays even with their massive arms. Overhead, the hammers swing, overhand so slow. I've got to start that line again. Overhand, the hammers swing, overhand so slow, overhand so sure. They do not hasten, each man hits in his place. So Whitman is really, what he does in this poem in a number of different places is he paints sketches, little vignettes of people doing things that just about everybody could identify with. They're very, as Julie says, is very visual. Jane Boyd, welcome. You are very welcome. Rosemary O'Neill is here, or Rosemary O'Neill was here. I hope she's still here, but she was here. I'll read it again. The butcher boy puts off his killing clothes or sharpens his knife at the stall in the market. I loiter, enjoying his repartee and his shuffle and breakdown. Blacksmiths with grimed and hairy chests environ the anvil. Each has his main sledge. They are all out. There is a great heat in the fire. From the cinder-strewn threshold I follow their movements. The lithe sheer of their waists plays even with their massive arms. Overhand the hammers swing, overhand so slow, overhand so sure. They do not hasten. Each man hits in his place. From the cinder-strewn threshold. From the cinder-strewn threshold I follow their movements. He just had this massive adoration for all people. That is beautifully put, considering that the word massive is in this section. He had this massive adoration. Slippery, I'm not sure what slippery was. A tongue twister, yeah. Joy Life 7, hello. It's the thing about all of this poem, Song of Myself, is that it is a journey. It takes you just, when you're reading it, you don't know where it's going to go next. You know, the one thing you're sure of is that